Good morning, everybody. So, yes, it is Friday, September the 6th. And yes, today it is finally Friday. Like I've been waiting all week long from Monday morning when I got up for starting off school until now, which is the last day of the first week. And like normally you have a feeling on Monday, like when it's Monday, you feel like, oh, Friday will be there soon. But this time, I really felt like Friday would never ever come. And it's here. So, I'm gonna get ready for the day. At 7:45. Guys, I nearly broke a record today. I nearly broke a record. It is 5:20, and this is like really not normal. Normally I would be here even a little bit before 4:45. Alright. Okay, now it's 21 after, and this is really not normal. I nearly broke a record today. Nearly. The latest time I got off the bus in my whole life, it was not the first school day of the last year. That was like 5:30. But there was another day, not last year, but the year before, like 2 years ago. It was not the first day. It was not the first month. It was just another day that the traffic was really congested so much, just due to a big construction. Guys, that day we came home, I got here, it was like just a bit before 6. It was like 5:50 when I came home, like nearly 6 it was. And now it is almost half after 5. Normally I would be walking to the store even at 4:50, like just before 5. Now it is close to half after 5. And that day that I broke the record, I was walking around here, it was just before 6. So I think today was like third in the list. Hey Cat, what are you doing? Oh, he's right there. Sorry. I didn't spot him. Oh, there he is. Well, I'll just get home. Where are you, Cat? Hey. Come meow. Hello. Hey. Oh, he's still meowing. Oh. Hi. Alright. Now, another few hours later. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's because of some guy that didn't get it on time with a green light. That happens a lot nowadays. Where it comes to an occasion that people just don't move on time. And, oh, there we go. Lucky him. But the next guy's not going to pass. Now I just have to wait there. Yeah, I have to wait there. Oh. We can't hope that no one comes. Yep. So far. Okay. I made it. Okay, well, I made it a bit early. Now, I'm going to join this big bound of people to the bus, which isn't too near right now. The first day of the school year felt like a millennium, actually. Well, you might have heard a week, like a regular week, but a millennium. Like it was that slow. That was a hard week, which is also hard to forget. But I would like to forget about it. Like even today when I came home a little late because of my driver, yeah. My bus driver today was a bit lazy, but normally he isn't. I wouldn't call him a lazy ass. I waited for him for 15 and he hasn't arrived. Like, that made me want to say I've been waiting for my bus since 2001. But actually not. It feels like you wait from 2001 when you feel like you have a really long wait for the bus to arrive. Let's see if I missed it. No, maybe he hasn't come because he's lazy. Well, that was my bus driver only for today and for yesterday. But, I mean, is it because it's Friday or... Well, even though it's Friday, he should have been here from way back in 1990. The guy that was already late on his arrival in 2001 is coming on September the 6th of 2019. 18 years late. 18 years lazy. But he's waiting for another guy, which is weird. Oh, he's collecting the guys for now. I should have waited 60 more seconds. I didn't wait another 6 seconds. That's a silly mistake of me. So guys, at my father's house I am after a very long walk. I had to walk so much because there was no space left on pretty much any of the buses around, because of course it is really dark that day and people are trying to return home, and like it is something to do with rush hours. But that was not really the reason why there was so much traffic. Like, it was even heavier than normal. Like, normally you move and you stop for like 2 or 3 seconds and you move slowly again. But what happened was we couldn't move for like 1 minute, and we were stuck in one of the areas from 4:40 until 4:55, and wow, that was, my God, I hated it. Everyone hated it. Everyone in the bus hated it. Like, we all hated pretty much every single moment of being in that place with like 200 drivers. I don't know the number, but 200 sounds like a good number to me, because it was fully congested. And my bus lady, well, today my bus driver was lazy, and I don't really make a big comment out of him. It was just for today. While normally he's a more decent guy, unlike the driver I had at the beginning of last year. Like, he was generally lazy. The driver I had this time last year was generally and almost always lazy. Like, he would really waste other students' time on purpose. But today he had to wait for another student to arrive, and then we got stuck in a big traffic jam, and he was pulled over by the police for some kind of issues with, well, with his license and with the influences. So yeah, and finally here we are after the end of the first week, which really felt like a millennium, you guys. Like, this whole week, it's like waiting until Y3K.
My son wanted to have.
I'm recording this.
Are you?
Yes.
This
Flash
is
lights.
our end of first week celebration.
There's 2 candles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where 2?
Yeah.
Three
The
for
end
you,
of the
three for
first.
me.
The end of the first week, that felt like a millennium.
Yeah, maybe I should put 3 candles
Well, yeah, I did say it was like waiting until Y3K.
on. That's why maybe we should take 3 candles.
Yeah, of course. I wonder if there's gonna be social media in 3000. But we can't even do 2 candles as well, because there's 6 cakes
Correct.
and not 9. Yeah.
What would you like to drink along with it?
I would like to drink beer.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Apple juice.
Okay.
Hey, okay. So I'm gonna pretend that this is my 17 and a half birthday. But let me see. I'm gonna blow the candles while my father does that. I blew them. There we go. Oh, looks like smoke is already coming out of it. Okay, so we just celebrated, and it was so good to celebrate such a really slow beginning to the school calendar.
it was really awesome feeling to finally get rid of it. Finally get rid of the first week, which actually turned to be really tough for me and for most of the school. And you just wait for time to pass. You just wait until the very moment you get used to it, which will be like November. Normally, you'll get used to it in November. But you know how long a millennium is? Of course, it is 1,000 years, and only turtles can break a record of living 1,000 years. Well, normally they live like 200, but maybe the oldest creature ever has lived a millennium or longer, like the record. On the bus today, since my driver was so lazy and he stopped, pull over somewhere in the forest to get another kid, like they completely forgot about him in the last 4 days. Man, that made me just take that phrase out of my mouth that soon I'm gonna get rid of the bus. But I'll talk to you guys about that tomorrow at the beginning of the video. And I'll share all those ideas that I have in my head of why I would want to get rid of the bus. So that's it for this video for now. And tomorrow, at the start of the video, I would like to talk to you about how we celebrate the end of the first week and the idea that I am not gonna go on the school bus until the end of the school year. By the time we get to the end of the school year, I'm gonna get rid of it. I have been on the school bus for 7 years. So guys, that's it for the video. I'll see you tomorrow now. Have a great day and have a great weekend. Yeah! And you should also celebrate if it was also your end of first week of school. If you already been to school for 5 weeks, then you're probably used to it. But if you haven't started school yet, that day will come for you. But I'll see you tomorrow.